All right, hi Sagittarius. This will be your weekly video. Let's see what's going on for the week. All right, Sagittarius. First, we're going to take a look at love, and then briefly we will look to see if anything new, like brand new, is coming in. And then after that, we will look at work and career also. So let's see what's going on, Sagittarius, please. We're going to start with love. All right. always start with love. All right, Sagittarius. Let's see what's going on, Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Okay. Next please, Sagittarius, regarding love. Regarding love for Sagittarius. On Sagittarius. Love. Okay. Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay. High Priestess, first card out. Ooh, and a King of Wands. Is that you or them? I don't know. We'll find out. Let's see. Okay, Strength, could be dealing with a Leo. Okay, Virgo, we got. Ooh, all right. Okay, all right. So let's see. Ooh, okay. Well, ooh, all right. So we'll talk about the bottom of the deck. That looks very good, actually. Okay, so let's see. It doesn't look actually super dynamic this week, but it doesn't look bad by any means either. I do see, like, intuitively, so if you're a male, you know, Sagittarius, this is probably you, all right? And you could be thinking about, you know, some like Stevie Nicks-esque kind of female, right? High Priestess. Okay. If you're a female, this is probably your intuition kind of kicking in, knowing that it's like you're going to hear from your King of Wands, or, you know, whoever this may be to you. We do have the Ace of Pentacles here at the bottom of this reading, so it's kind of at the base. So there is a basis of communication. So I do feel there will be communication this week. You are waiting around though. So for some of you, I mean, it's definitely coming, you know, if it isn't, you know, this week, but for most of you, I think that you guys are kind of working on some kind of foundation together, because you do have the Three of Pentacles here. So the Three of Pentacles is a card of getting on the same page, you know, making some plans, or at least just like basic harmony between things. Because in the recent past, you have chaos, you have strife, you have conflict, confusion, you know, those types of things in the recent past. So I think this is more of a week of intuitively knowing that you guys are going to start getting on the same page again. So you also have Strength here. So you could just, that could be indicating that you are dealing with a Leo. Okay. If you are not dealing with a Leo, then I feel like this is just kind of trying to be chill with things, you know, kind of holding yourself back a little bit because it was this sort of conflict or confusion or something in the past. So now you're just sort of trying to, like, okay, I don't want to go down that road again. And I don't think they do either, you know, with the Three of Pentacles. So I think it's just kind of about holding the balance kind of deal. You have the Ten of Wands here in your energy. So the Ten of Wands is, it's a bittersweet card. It's like, sometimes I really like it, and sometimes I'm like, oh, you know, because the Ten of Wands to me, it's a little, it's burdensome, right? But the thing is, it's a 10, and it means that you're like almost, you know, through the burden. But it's like, you know, who wants to hear almost, you know? So again, bittersweet. But you're almost through like some kind of period that has been very long, burdensome, drawn out, with a situation regarding love. You might have been putting a lot of work and effort into this relationship, and it just seems like, oh my God, are we ever going anywhere? You know, it's kind of like that type of energy. But it is a 10, and 10s just means, like, you know, well, 10s typically mean you're finished with a cycle, but the Ten of Wands is the one that kind of keeps lingering, because there's like one final ingredient that needs to be kind of put in there so that you can start a new cycle. And it usually has something to do with direction. So like where your passions really lie. So, you know, figuring that out kind of really helps. And you do have the Hermit here to help you along with that. Because the Hermit is a card of going deep within and looking at the wisdom of a situation, and really listening to your intuition. We have the High Priestess and the Hermit in this read. So, or it can indicate a Virgo, all right, in your circumstances here. So, You have the Wheel of Fortune in your hopes, so I really like that. So you're staying optimistic, you're staying positive. I feel like you know, like intuitively, that you are about to enter a new cycle, like an upswing. You know, that things are starting to get a little better for you. And it could be in all regards, not just love. Okay, so I like that this is in your hopes. That means you're on the right track mentally. So just keep that positive sort of knowing that things are going to be working out. Things are going to be changing for you in a positive way. And you have the Seven of Pentacles here as an outcome card. That's why I say not a very dynamic, kind of weak, kind of card. But what I do see is work and effort towards the right direction. So not every week is going to be full of, oh my God, this is happening, and oh my God, that's happening, and that kind of thing. So this is kind of good, actually, because I'm seeing progress of working together. The Seven of Pentacles is a card of just that. It's a card of like assessing a situation. Do you want to put more effort into this? Do you want to keep going? If we look at tarot in the form of the order that it goes in, we have the ace, in the different suits, we start with the ace and we end in the 10. So you're at the Seven of Pentacles, and the 10 of Pentacles is sort of the culmination of a very long-term stable relationship. So you ain't there yet, but you're at the 7. So it's kind of like the 7-year itch to me, equivalent card, where even if it hasn't been 7 years, it's sort of the same dynamic where you're stopping to assess, like, do I want to continue with this, or do I want to go be crazy and wild and free, So there is a little bit to that type of energy with this reading, but mostly the Seven of Pentacles typically is about putting the work in, keep going. Eventually you're going to reap what you harvest. So I do like it. I think it's good. I wanted to talk about the bottom of the deck too. So at the bottom of the deck, your first card is Two of Swords. So that's still a card of kind of taking your time, trying to think about things, not really facing the things that you probably should see and make a decision about. All right, so I feel like there's maybe this, like starting off July, there's a little bit of unsureness, to the situation. It's like you want to work on things, but you're not sure if it's worth it, kind of deal. So after this, though, like if you can face this, take this blindfold that she's wearing, if you can take the blindfold and remove that and see things as they clearly are with truth, then that's going to help you discern a lot of different things. And you have this Knight of Cups riding in, very romantic. You have the Four of Wands, which that can indicate living together. It can indicate marriage. It can indicate just a happy home together. It can just indicate trips. Maybe somebody comes over to your home and it's very comfortable and nice and just feels right. Or you theirs, which have you. You have the Six of Wands here, which is a victory card. All right, so I like that. And you have the Star card, which is wish fulfillment. So you have some pretty good cards. No, they continue too. Lovers, Eight of Wands. Temperance, that's your card. Tower. Okay, so you got some stuff this month, I feel. But, you have, if you can kind of see things the way they really are and face things the way they really are, take the blindfold off, no fooling yourself, kind of thing. Look at things the way they really are. I feel like you have a chance, at some sort of romantic victory and healing and fulfillment, with this, all right? So it looks like an interesting week. I mean, it's like I said, it's not like chock full of, this and that going everywhere and that, but it's good, it's nice. All right, so let's take a look and see if anything new is coming in. All right, anything new? Anything new coming in for Sagittarius? Sagittarius, anything new? All right, new Sagittarius. Okay. Anything new coming in for Sagittarius? New, brand new, coming in for Sagittarius, like first part of July here. Anything new, brand new, romantically coming in for Sagittarius, please. Anything new regarding romance? Romance, new. Is there new energy coming towards our Sagittarius friends, please? Thank you. Okay, so what do we got? We got the Hermit again. All right. Wheel of Fortune, so maybe we're getting a little bit more on the same story that I just read. Page of Wands, that is communication. Okay. Let's see. Decisions to make, and Two of Cups. Okay. So I think this is a little bit of a continuation on the story that I just did, because we have the Hermit here and we have the Wheel of Fortune. Both of those were in your initial reading. So this could be a little bit of a separate message too. This could be, because sometimes I get hung up a little bit on timing. All right. So because I do weekly readings, but a lot of times these things, they play out over time. So it's just the energy that is starting to happen, at times. So this could be indicating for some of you that I just read for, some of you that stuff's going on this week. But others of you, like if you've been waiting on someone, you've been waiting on communication, you're on the fence whether to walk away, give up, that sort of thing. I feel that September could be a bit of a breakthrough month for you. Okay. I mean, if you're dealing with a Virgo, it just means you're going to have a breakthrough with a Virgo. If you're not dealing with a Virgo, for some of you, I feel like they're, again, that other reading stands as it is, but I think this is a continuation for those who need more info, that doesn't happen this week. So then I do feel like there is some kind of breakthrough in September where the wheel just kind of starts turning. And now you have messages here. All right, so now you have kind of passionate messages. It's the Page of Wands. So there's a decision here, though, again, kind of to emotionally invest in this or not. You have two paths to go down here. So, it's like in order to go forward, you may have to leave something behind emotionally that you've been carrying with you. So that's kind of what I see. But the reward is here. It's the Two of Cups. So it's a very beautiful card. And here is you at the bottom of the deck with the Fool card. Wow. So, Fool card, clean slate, new start, free, taking a risk in love, Queen of Wands, Sagittarius energy here. If you are a female, if you're a male, then this just is some hot, fiery chick that's you're going to take a risk on, okay? Or if you're interested in females, I shouldn't just say if you're a male, whatever your situation is. The Two of Cups is here as well. So like I said, very good connection. So Capricorn is featured here, and also Aries is featured here. So you have very good cards here. Yep, there's that Two of Swords again. Yeah, so might even end up with some options. So I don't see anything brand new. Although I will say, again, because if this doesn't maybe necessarily all tie into that last reading, this could be saying for those of you who are single, keep an eye out around September. Because the thing is, too, with the whole can't go anywhere kind of situation we're all in, maybe there's some kind of turnaround around that time that kind of opens things up for you a little bit more, too. So either way, I like the Two of Cups here. That's encouraging. All right. So let's look at work and finances and see what's going on there. All right. Work and finances for, or career, work, career, finances, that sort of thing. For Sagittarius, for that first week of July. First week of July, please. Work, anything they need words, freeform, spread, anything going on with Sagittarius regarding their work. From now into, let's do a 7-card spread. 7-card spread regarding work, finances, and career. Work, finances, and career for Sagittarius, first week of July. What's going on with them? First week of July. I gotta shuffle my cards the other way for a minute. They're getting too bent. Okay, there we go. Okay, Sagittarius, first week of July regarding work, career, and finances, please. 7-card spread. Thank you. Okay. High Priestess, again, a second time that's shown up in your read. So some of you are really having a lot of anxiety about a lot of situations, maybe about work and about love. But that's not serving you well. What you need, the intuition is what's going on here. You have a Star card here as well, and Justice. So let me show the spread, and we'll talk about that kind of stuff, because the spread's sort of all right. So in the recent past, you're showing the Queen of Pentacles and 7 of Pentacles. Those are good cards. That means business was good. You were assessing some things and all that, but for the most part, things were pretty stable and good. But in the current energy, you have the 3 of Swords and the 5 of Swords. So it could be that you are fighting with someone. Now that could be either around work, the workplace, or it could be like in love matters, and maybe that is affecting your work and finances and things, because that can happen. Any emotional things that we are super giving a lot of attention to, our romantic lives or a family issue, you know, whatever it may be, those can spill out into other areas of our life. So this is either something that was very disappointing at work or regarding work, career, something like that in kind of your current energy that should be going on now. If not, this may not resonate then. Or again, there was some sort of love issue that's just taking up and preoccupying your entire, you know, thing. All right. So in the near future, I do see some kind of offer here. All right. So if you were disappointed or angry or bitter about something, you know, kind of going on right now, it's like in the near future. So that would mean maybe like in a couple weeks or something like that, or 8 days, or you know, what have you. You do have some kind of offer here to rush towards. All right. So there is something being offered here. Page of Pentacles. That is, it is a financial card, and it is something to move quickly on. So, but your intuition will guide you in this way. So where I was going with that is, you know, you have the Nine of Swords underneath the deck here. So the Nine of Swords is a lot of anxiety, worries, being up at night, being, you know, thinking about this, but then that takes you over here to this thought, and then that thought says, oh my God, but what, well, if I do that, what if this happens? And then, so then you're thinking about that, and that brings up, oh my God, but then that, yeah, I never thought of that. And before you know it, you just got like 50 million what ifs and things swirling around your head. And it serves absolutely zero purpose. We are human beings with minds. Okay, so as a human being, you know, as a you know, a cosmic being, all right, the mind is supposed to work for us. It is not supposed to work against us, all right? So when you're in this kind of mode, that means you've kind of lost control, okay? And you need to harness control back over your mind. So that's how we do this, is with our intuition and just letting that flow, because this blocks intuition. And whenever intuition is blocked, we make big ass mistakes. They don't seem like big ass mistakes at the time, you know, but it's like, oh, okay, I'll just take this job. You know, and when you're not using your intuition, and you're worried and you're stressed, and you're like, okay, I'll just take this. So you just take that. But the problem with that is you weren't using your intuition, and then you get in this job, and then let's say, you know, you end up in this job for, you know, you think you're just going to take it for a little bit, but it ends up to be like a year and a half, and then you're miserable, and life sucks. You know what I'm saying? It's like these little decisions that we make are actually very big decisions down the road. So don't get wrapped up in all this kind of stuff, because the thing is, you know, what I'm seeing here is the Four of Pentacles with the Star card. So pretty soon, like if you don't, like this usually indicates that you have enough, like you're okay, you have enough money, you know. It's saying don't be like super spendy or things like that, but don't covet either. Like don't be too miserly or anything like that. It's kind of finding that nice balance and not being afraid or fearful, like that you won't have more. All right, because you have the Star card, so think big. You know, dream a little bit bigger. You know, for yourself. You have Justice here. Justice works on your side. All right, so Justice is a good card. So I really like that, and it could also be suggesting something about August could be very good for you, or that there's some kind of decision to be made around then. Wow, yeah. So because here's all your energy here. We have the Sagittarius card of Temperance. We have the Two of Wands of looking towards the future, making positive choices. You know, holding that world globe in your hands, you know, holding the world in your hands and looking out at your passions and what you want to do. And the Queen of Wands goes and does it. You know, she's full of like energy and dynamic, you know, energy. And then look, you got something to celebrate. All right, or network or what have you. But you know, good cards. Star card, Three of Cups, those are good. But yeah, whatever this is, this is something to be let go of. You know, and it's hard, whatever it is, because it is disappointing or it is frustrating and all of those things. Maybe somebody at work pissed you, oh man, I'm so pissed off, you know, kind of thing. But it's like there is some kind of communication or something coming in that you may rush towards, all right? But make sure you are using your intuition, and this may be a very good opportunity, you know, it may not. You know, so it's like, I mean, it's Page of Pentacles. It's probably fine, you know, but the most important thing is this, you know, that you follow your intuition. So, okay, I'm going to leave that there. Sagittarius, if you did enjoy this video, please consider subscribing. I'd really appreciate it. Helps my channel a whole lot. It helps all of us YouTubers a whole lot. So, and I also do love readings every night. Here on YouTube, daily love readings. So about 5-6 nights a week. Not necessarily every night, but I just say every night. So, all right, thanks guys. Have a great week. All right, bye.